Before we get into the video for today, guys, there's still a big chunk of you guys that are not subscribed to the channel that watch my videos every single day, 59.2% to be exact. So if you're one of those people and you do enjoy my content, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, helps me out a lot, and you'll always be notified when I upload a brand new video. Hope you guys enjoy. Yo, what's up, guys? So I haven't really made a video like this in a long time. It's kind of a tutorial video, but not really. I mean, it's about double touches and how to do them easily. A lot of you guys ask me questions about double touches, saying that you don't understand how to read the backboard. When it hits the backboard, you don't understand why the ball goes a certain way, and I'll try to explain that to you guys in this video. There's a lot of little things that I did when I tried learning double taps that helped me a lot. Obviously, way back when I learned it in 2015, 2016, there wasn't really a lot of people doing it in 2015, 2016. Back when I learned it, there was a very select few, maybe a couple hundred people that could pull it off. So when I first learned it, there was a lot of little things that I tried to do that helped me learn it. So I'll try to give you guys a little bit of my mindset on double taps and how I learned to do them properly. But yeah, I'll be trying to go over the majority of the situations within this video. So to start it off, we're in a training pack right now called Devo, I believe, which is what the OCE region used to call double taps back in season 3, I believe it was, because Devo had won the season 3 RLCS World Championship off a double tap. I think it was in the final game he hit a double tap, something like that. I don't know if it was in the final game or in the final series, something like that though. But double taps at the time were pretty hard to come by in RLCS, so that's why he was one of the main players that would do them quite often. That's why I kind of got named after him in the OCE region back then. But yeah, I'm going to be going over this training pack called Devo. And pretty much, to start it off, obviously you have to be able to aerial, right? If you don't know how to aerial, you're not going to be able to hit a double touch. So the first thing you should be learning before you even learn double touches is how to aerial. And I have videos on my channel about how to fast aerial, which is pretty much what I did right there, which is double jumping like this. This is a fast aerial. This is a slow aerial. You don't want to do this. Double jump and then boost, because if I try to do this and hit this ball, look how hard it's going to be to actually double tap this. I can still do it, but it's a lot more difficult of an angle, right? And it's a lot more feathering my boost and trying to read a very tough bounce because I double jumped and then boosted. That's why when you learn how to do the fast aerial to reach the ball, look how much quicker you reach it, right? So that's what you should be practicing before you even think about double touches, is how to fast aerial and get to the ball properly. That's the first thing you should really be focusing on, is that fast aerial. So if you're one of the people that have already learned that, the rest of the video is going to be really good for you guys to learn from. So for double taps, one of the first things I did that helped me massively in learning how to do them consistently is, as soon as you make contact with the ball in the air, try to stop boosting and see where the ball is going to end up. Don't boost all the way through it at the very beginning, because it's going to be hard for you to get a good read on the ball. Even me right now, if I boost the entire time I go for double tap, it's going to be very hard to hit. So I'm going to try to double tap right now, boosting the entire time, and then I'll try one where I stop boosting the moment I hit the ball, and you'll see how much easier it is to actually read where the ball's going to come off. Alright, so this will be full boosting the whole time. Much more difficult to hit, and I can't actually get a good read on it. I can't readjust my car. It's very hard to actually get a good angle on this ball when you're full boosting the entire time. You'll never see anyone hold boost the entire time they go for a double tap, because look how difficult it is to actually hit it, right? I did hit it right there, but it's very tough. And you have to have a perfect first touch. So now, if I stop boosting the second I hit the ball, which is what I normally do, now I have time to read it, feather my boost, and I can actually aim the shot on goal. You see how much easier it is when I separate myself from the ball and the wall, and I get to just take a second to read where the ball's going to go. And as soon as I see where the ball's going to end up, I can continue boosting. This is really good because it saves your boost. So you're going to be using your boost to get there, obviously, but as soon as you make contact, you wait, and then you can finish it off and wait for the bounce to come back to you. Now this is a very good way to learn how to be consistent with double taps. You're not boosting too much through it. You're learning how to read the walls, and it's just going to help you out a lot. So I think this is a huge tip. And feathering your boost once you get close to the ball to try to get a good touch on it is very important as well. So you'll see right here, when I'm about to hit the ball, I stop for a little bit, I feather, I got a good read on it, and then I go for the last touch. Wait a second, get a good read, then I go for the last touch. So separating yourself from the ball for just that extra second is going to help you out a lot. And if you're going for a double tap like this anyway, you can't score this if someone's on the back wall, right? If someone's on the back wall, you hit it there, it's cleared to the left wall, most likely. So this is a situation where no one's on back wall, obviously. So taking time on a double tap isn't bad. And it's also a good thing because you can actually aim it. So I can aim this over to the right side by taking my time. If I want to and I have the time, I can aim this over to the left side of the net. And there's just so much more you can do with it when you separate yourself from the ball. It helps a lot with the awkward down bounces when you take a second after your touch. You get to see where it's going, and then you can continue boosting after the fact. So yeah, the first big thing that I wanted to say is just stop boosting after you get your first touch on the ball. Next is just making sure you're feathering your boost after you get that first touch, don't completely stop boosting. Stop boosting at the moment you hit the ball, but then feather after the fact. That's going to help you make those minor adjustments you need while still staying far enough from the ball that you can get a good touch on it, right? So you see how I'm just feathering my boost after that first touch instead of holding it, because I'm still separating myself from the ball and I can read it pretty easily like that. It makes you have those fine adjustments. You can get into the position you need to while also still holding on to a lot of your boost. Now, I think the big mistake a lot of people make with double taps is, say I'm coming from this angle and I hit the ball toward the wall on the right side like this. Reading it like that is the hard part. So I'm going to try to read it badly again. Hitting it there and then reading it where I think it's going to go. It goes so much more further to the right when you hit it from the left. There is spin on the ball that you have to account for. That's something that a lot of people don't realize. I was trying to read those badly on purpose to show you guys what I mean. So if I hit this ball really fast on the left side of the ball and hit the back wall, it's always going to bounce out to the right side. If I hit the ball on the right side, it's always going to bounce out to the left side. That's just how the game works. So I hit the ball to the wall here, and then you go a little bit more to the right of where you hit it, because that's what's going to end up. And there you go. If you hit the ball on the left side, try to position a little bit more to the right side of the ball. If you hit the ball on the right side, try to position a little bit more left side. And it depends on the speed of the ball and stuff like that, and the angle at which it's coming at the wall. But that's pretty much the main thing you should be looking for. Hit on the left side, I'm going to position more to the right side. That's going to be a free goal every single time if you could do it right. So again, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to go hit on the left side of the ball, stop boosting as soon as I hit it, feather to the right. There we go. Hitting on the left side, so it's going to go to the right. Try to reposition there. There we go. Just repeat over and over again. If it hits the down bounce, perfect. It's a good read as well to practice. But it'll apply, everything will be the same. You're going to be feathering as soon as you hit the ball. Float for a second, wait, and there you go. Once you feel like you have that down, once you know how to get a good read on the ball going a little bit more to the right and stuff like that, then you want to practice it on the other side, obviously. So I think there's another double tap from the other side here. So I hit this to the left side a bit here on the ball. So you come out to the left. There we go. So you have to account for the spin a little bit. I think a lot of people don't really account for the spin of the ball, and that's something that really does hurt a lot of people when it comes to double taps. This is a good training pack to practice because it's just double tap after double tap, right, with different scenarios. And I think that in general, if you guys can just practice this mechanic over and over again and get good at it, this is something that will get you through a lot of ranks, right? The hard part about this is you need to have a good pass, obviously, for a lot of these. If you're lower rank, you're not going to have a pass that's as good as the ones in this pack. But in general, learning this mechanic is actually very important. I think double touches, even at the highest level right now, are one of the most important things to be able to pull off every single time. Going fastest ball is always going to be way harder than just waiting and, you know, playing the safe, consistent game. Play off the back wall, wait for the bounce back to you, and then just feather your boost and get it in there, right? Doesn't matter if you use arrow right or default arrow for these. Obviously, it's the same thing for both. It's just a matter of being consistent and approaching the ball the same way every single time. So this is default arrow. As soon as I hit the ball, I stop, separate myself, fly toward it. This is a good one to practice separating yourself from the ball because it's coming at you in a weird way. So you'll float toward this, tap it off the wall, try to read the bounce down, right? But you can't read that bounce if you're going too fast to the ball. There's just no way you can read a bounce like that if you're going too fast. So if you boost back when you're about to hit the ball like I just did right there, it actually helps you a lot. You can separate yourself from the ball and get those awkward angles that are really close to the back wall. If I go too quick at this ball, look what happens. How can I double this? How can I possibly double this ball if I'm going really quick at this, right? That's the closest I can probably get to doubling it. I mean, I hit one out of like every probably 15 or 20 doing this. But it's going to be so much harder than if I just take my time, try to actually get a good read on it. Maybe if I go for a flip reset off this, it's the only way I can actually go fast and get back to it. But even then, it's really tough, right? I like to slow down for a reset on this, separate myself from the ball, and then I have a good shot, right? So it's the same thing that applies. I do this a lot, and I think a lot of pro players do this a lot when it comes to double taps. It's a lot about just separating yourself from where the bounce is going to be and just giving yourself that space to read what's going to happen, right? If you're too close to the wall, you're too close to the ball when it's making its bounce, it's going to be hard for you to actually get a read on it like that, right? So I like to always separate myself as much as possible. There we go. It gives you that extra amount of time as well to pick your spot where you want to shoot on net, right? That's what I like about it a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all I wanted to cover in this video, to be honest. Same will apply for every single double tap no matter the situation. Fly to it fast, stop when you get the first touch, wait for the bounce, try to get the read. Yeah, I hope this kind of broke down how I approach double touches. In general, it's going to be something that you have to get a feel for on your own and figure out, you know, how you want to do it and what feels most comfortable to you. Obviously, like I said, in every situation, it's going to be the same kind of 3 steps. You know, you're going to be kind of stopping a little bit as you hit the ball, just to see where it's going to end up. And there will be some times where, you know, the situation requires you to boost a little bit after you hit the ball. So right here, I kind of need to boost a bit, but then I can stop boosting. And it's a matter of just getting a feel for the game and, you know, how the bounces work and stuff like that. Because right there is exactly what I was talking about. I hit the ball on the left side. It's always going to bounce out to the right, and I knew that. So I already flipped more to the right than you would probably expect me to. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. All I wanted to cover for today. Just double tap. So I see that question more than any other question in terms of mechanics. I think it's one of the first mechanics a lot of people learn, like out of the higher level ones. So I hope that helped you guys out a lot. Make sure you're feathering your boost, obviously, and just stop when you hit the ball. Separate yourself. If you do practice those things step by step and you do consistently work on it, you'll 100% get better at it in no time. I promise you guys. Double taps is one of those things you need to grind. Once you have an understanding of it, you can hit it almost every single time. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if this video helped you out. Give me some requests if you guys have some requests on what you want to learn about. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have yourself a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is when you guys are watching this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. I love y'all. Peace.